What's going on, YouTubers? EC coming at you with a video today. I have jambalaya I'm going to make. This is going to be a jambalaya I'll eat. It's going to be spicy, so nobody else will eat but me. But that's the rice I'm going to use. New Orleans style jambalaya rice dinner mix has long grain rice, onion, bell pepper, and garlic. So you could add the onion, bell pepper, and garlic into the recipe or just the rice. Next thing I have is some Georgia's special smoked sausages. I had them froze. I just didn't thaw them enough where they can cut easily. That's what they look like. I like to fry these in with my rice. Now these do have skin on them, so you can remove that if you want. It's optional. I take it off because the skin is really thick on there, and it's good in a bun, but in rice, I don't care for it. So I just usually like to do this process when it's still froze. It's easier to get it off there normally. Hopefully I ain't a liar, and today it's going to be hard. Should be able to just peel it right off there. Start from the end. Let's try that. That's better. It's just the texture of it. I don't care for it in my sausage. And as you can see, after you get that off, you can just make a nice clean cut out of it and you're good to go. So for this batch, I'll just... Actually, you know what? There we go. Just try it from the end. That's a little easier. That first one didn't get all of it peeled off. This is kind of what it should look like. Get all that casing off there. I didn't get all the casing off the other one. But it should look like that after you peel it off. These are really good sausages. It's just the bite in a jambalaya is not the best. There we go. So that's what it looks like. So we're going to do a couple of these chopped up. Probably about, I don't know, cup and a half. Or if you want to do it in weight, it's probably about, I don't know, half a pound there. Don't touch my stuff, Ray Ray. And then we're just going to go on high heat in our pan here. Pan. I go high heat. Now, I've been using butter, but we've started using olive oil. Tastes way better and better for you. So I'm just going to do a couple of caps full in here. And we're going to allow that to just start crackling and popping. And then you'll want to make sure you got a lid at that point. When the crackling and popping starts. So, got our lid here. That will come in for the next step, which will be adding the rice. Fried rice. That's how I do it. I don't do just throw the rice in and boil it. The whole process behind rice is not when you're cooking it. It's before. It's a waking up the rice, frying it, getting it that texture it even says on the box. But a lot of people probably don't think about that. But it says here 2.5 cups or 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and then add your mixture of rice, and then cook that over the heat for, I don't know, until it looks crispy and brown. And then add your water in. Hence why I got the lid, so that way. I don't know if this seasoning, yeah, it's separate. So the beans and seasonings in here, and this is just your rice. So add that into the pan here. Give it a little swish around there. Now you can kind of see here and get in on the action. We'll just let that go for a minute until it starts sizzling up, popping and cracking. So let's give that a minute to do its thing. While it's doing its thing, we're going to add in some other ingredients to our sausage. So, throwing some jalapeno in there. I'm going to do about a 1/4 cup jalapenos. Sausage got a little spice to them, but there's my jalapenos. We're just going to chop that up right here and add it in with the sausage. I like to chop it up. It releases the heat better, and it basically, it gives it distributes the heat better. So just biting into one big jalapeno, I'm like, oh. Then you got the even heat throughout the rice and everything. So that's why I do it that way. So I just dice it up out like that, like it looks like relish when you're done. And that's it for that. Because this is actually the hot. It's on the last one there, as you can see. Very hot, so I don't need to add a bunch. I will not like myself in the morning. This is a real simple recipe, guys. It's not hard at all. Now, take a look at my rice. You can see it's browning nicely. That's what we want. We want a good brown texture on that rice, golden brown. But you got to be careful, because once it starts this process, you got to move that rice. You got to keep her moving. Now, once it's where you want it, which that looks pretty good already, you shut it off. Okay? So now you've activated the rice, right? Next, we want to add our water to that, because we don't want it to overcook. So it's 2 cups for that rice. This is something I learned from my mom growing up. My mom taught me how to make rice. And I don't know if you've ever done it that way. If you haven't, you should definitely give it a try. All right, so now that our rice is in there cooking, we're just going to add our sausage in and our peppers. All right. Should look about like this. Got your sausage, your rice, your jalapeno in there. We're not doing burger in it today, just the sausage. So, I might add one more sausage to it. Why not? I'm the chef, right? So let's do what we want to do. And I'm the only one going to eat this, so I might as well make enough to have leftovers. So this is pork, by the way. There is no beef in this. It's pork and chicken, I think. Yeah, chicken and pork. So there's no beef in this. So if you're allergic to beef or can't have it, you can have this. And these the George specials. They come in two different kinds. One's hot, this one's regular, but the George's specials come in two different flavors, and they're really good. They're $7.99 for 8 of them. You can't beat that. That's a good deal. Because most of your general packs of sausages you buy are like $6 to $7 for a 4 or 5 pack. So, trying to hurry, guys. Sorry. As we're doing this, we got other stuff going on. I gotta get my seasoning added. But I just don't feel like 2 pieces of sausage is adequate. This will make it probably about a pound of sausage, which I think will be adequate for that amount of rice. So we'll just chop this up. Now there is seasoning in the sausage itself, because this is seasoned smoked sausage, as well as your seasoning in here. So just don't forget that when you're seasoning this and doing it, because you already have seasoning in your sausage and in your packet. So I guess what I'm saying is don't over season, don't overdo it, because you can. I've done it. And I ended up ruining it, making it too salty. Especially when this jambalaya makes you putting it in there. And because it's got a lot of seasoning, which I'm getting ready to show you. If you look at that. Gotta be careful not to hit my end record. And as you can see there's a lot of smell and flavor going into that. It smells. Oh, it's got a spice to it. Of course, the jambalaya mix already has some spice, and then you got your spice and your jalapeno and your sausage. I think that's a perfect amount of sausage in there with that. I think that will do just fine. Alright, so we got everything incorporated. Let's mix it in good. Make sure everything's good and incorporated, and try not to make a mess all over my stove here. Alright. Now we're going to turn it back on. I'm going to put it probably at medium heat. Yeah, we're going to do a medium heat. Do a quick cleanup here, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. After taking another glance at this sauce and looking over my food, I do not see any bell pepper or onion, like the tiniest bit. So we're going to add one. Easiest way to get a bell pepper, right here. Look at this. There's one. There's 2. We ain't making no mess. We ain't dealing with all that. Right there's your core. When I was in culinary school, yeah, they wanted to act like, you gotta do it this way. No, you don't. Just pop it open and pull it out. Be done with it. It's my son. He's in timeout. Hold on just a minute. But yeah, there definitely was not enough, or if it even exists in there, maybe flavoring, but I didn't see any bell pepper, and I gotta have some bell pepper on. So we're just gonna dice these up and throw them in here. Just dice them up like that. This is something my mom made a lot growing up. She'd do the stuffed bell peppers. We'd have those a lot because Mom and Dad grew a lot of fresh vegetables. So we always had plenty of bell pepper. Plenty. So this is one that they would use a lot. And I didn't mind it. I love bell peppers. Um, and then those, I don't know what they're called, but they're those longer green peppers, chili rellenos or something like that. She'd get those off the plant fresh and core them out and stuff them with cheese, fry them. You talk about good. You can't get no better. Ain't no fried jalapeno popper from a restaurant gonna match that. My mom's fried up jalapeno popper she made. Couldn't touch them. We'd have guests over and she'd make them. She'd make a big dish of them normally. She'd make like 30, 40 of them. Oh yeah, it wouldn't take but 30, 40 minutes and they'd be gone. So here's what we're looking at now, folks. We got our jalapeno in there, bell peppers, sausage, rice. It is coming along nicely. So we're going to let that water cook out of it for about, I don't know, 10, 15 more minutes probably. And then we will be back to do the review on it. So stay tuned, y'all. All right. There's one more step I do right before it's done, which it's about there now. As you can see, I add some cheese in right at the end as it's finishing cooking over the top. Yeah. All right. We will have a review soon. Stay tuned. All right, folks. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Smells authentic. Smells amazing. And we are going to plate it up and try her out. Got to make sure I get a little bit of everything in there. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. And to go with it, I have some decaf, cold coffee, ice brew with some oat milk creamer in it. It's actually really good too. All right. Sorry about that. I grabbed me a spoon. Let's dig in and give it a try. See what we got. Get some sausage on there. Well, maybe. Cheers. Oh, yeah. That's 10 out of 10, y'all. Fire. Hot. But absolutely delicious. Got the heat coming from the peppers, the bell peppers, hit you. Then that smoked sausage. Absolute, enjoyable, easy to cook meal. Easy. Easy peasy, folks. And I did it in like 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Ready to go. Well, without chop time with vegetables and stuff, it would have been less. So go try it out, folks. If you like my content, like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification for future videos what they post. And as always, stay hungry. Have a great day, y'all.